Oh, I think I'll whack that on again. Just the last chorus of Handels Messiah. Bear with me, but what a climaxing end. This is quite a large recording. Okay. Well, it should be the last. Oh no, there's more, see? Good God. Well, the whole thing is 2 hours, 24 minutes long. I'll just leave it at that. It started at the beginning. Now, Handel's Messiah. Fantastic work. If you've never, you need a bit of it now. Oh no, copyright. I think the worst that can happen to this thing is that unfortunately the sound's going to be dubbed. But I didn't think certain classical music care, and seeing as Handel's no longer with us, care, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind me playing it on Facebook. I'll let it go. It might mean the whole video get thing. I still ain't happy talking about that with Facebook. No one's emailed me. I've asked. You know, Mr. Zubecker, can you just email me, please? I feel I'm due an apology. You know, whatever big business you're on, I've got that wrong, is only 35,000 employees. When I contacted Mr. Trump through the little box you get, it's a video I've done, but you can pop the link in there, right? And I said, he's a man and American businessman, blah, 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 and got over 100,000 employees. But it's only 35,000, so I apologise for that. It's still the same issue, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot more employees, that he's a businessman, he contributes a lot to the economy, and all those people, 35,000, are provided with a means of livelihood. So I can understand that people have just sat on their hands twiddling them. Well, it's just a British citizen. Tough luck, mate. Well, not really. So that's not the attitude to adopt. Things really need to change around here. Something's going on. And that is we're all planetary citizens. Now, okay, this is a new concept, but I could now minister for 10 minutes and the most thickest piece of dipstick can grasp that. We don't belong to any country, so all this nationalism and all this stuff has a place, but in reality, we are planetary citizens, and this should be what we should be aspiring to. Right? A lot of my dad summed it up, and he was just a down-to-earth Yorkshire man, but a guru, my teacher. Graham, that's all. No such thing as countries. It's all bullshit. Okay? Yeah. Go back to the Native American situation. When we, and that means all the Western people that moved into America, may as well stay focused on America, the Native American Indians thought we were nuts. You can't own nature. The planet's a living thing. We respect it as a living thing. And you're coming over here and saying that you now own this bit of land and that bit of land, and that we can only be on this bit of land or that bit of land. And the rest is just history. Okay? This is beautiful. I mean, a lot of it is. Yeah, we're at the beginning. But that's just... You just missed the end, the climax, the Hallelujah chorus. This might all get wiped. So enjoy it now. This is live. Again, I shall contest that. Isn't it better for you? Would you prefer to have some beautiful music like that just as a backdrop for you? Because you can feed off it. Music is a vehicle for the spirit. I said, I used to drive on my motorbike with headphones on and have music like this playing all the time, and it centered me. Okay, and I could hear if people wanted to bear, but I found I was more sharp. Because in Thailand, you do need your wits about you, because, not being ego, but the amount of idiots on the road. They've never had training, even though they are, in their 20s. There's no driving lessons, kid. No examination. And I'm not having to go, but they do have very high levels of fatalities. But it's mainly because the folk don't wear a crash helmet. And every now and then the police will clamp down. It's a 300 baht fine, because I did get fined once, like you do. But I went to the police station and really offered my obeisances. And the policeman was very nice. And although he couldn't speak much English, silly boy, don't do it again. But I showed humility, yes, I've been banned, I'm very sorry. I still obviously paid the fine, but it was like, I don't think he had many farangs going there with that response. A lot of them got very aggressive. Bloody Peter, a scam, they're just ripping us off. Thai people as well were stopped. But who can blame the policeman? If about 50 motorcyclists come down the road, as they used to in a big mob, there might be 2 or 3 local people. And over. And maybe the 2 or 3 Thai people slip through the net. Because they do know that they couldn't really afford it, even though it was only £6. But to us rich farangs, that's nothing. And so, who can blame them? Because they weren't told to stop it, it'd be Clandemanium, right? Their instructions were by their commander, right, I want you to stop every bit, it'd be nonsense. It's just luck of the draw. Some have swooped in, where they're asked and told them what spot fine, and all this. And of course they look over the bikes, is anything else wrong? And if you're just in the right place in the right time, you will just slip through. But obviously you leg it home and get your crash helmet. Yeah. Because it's just right today they're busting folks about helmets. I better get my helmet, Wilma. Well, you drive in and buy another one, they're that cheap. Because it does go on your record. This is getting louder. Man. Let's turn it down a bit. Now, I should stop it. Being told to stop it. But that has provided me with background energy. And just a tip to you, if you want to move into this ministry after you've listened to a bit of music like that, and you haven't got a blank, you've got a blank mind, what shall I talk about there? Yeah, this isn't the ministry for you. But like I say, you can have ministries of ministries. And it's not just obviously Baptists, as I am, that can obviously move in the Spirit and minister like this with no words, no script, just as the Spirit prompts you. But my little trick always is, you do bring in the here and now. So I've just talked about Handel for a couple of minutes, and that sort of centres the process, and then you will just go off, excuse me, on a tangent. Well, I'm very here and now. Just had some brilliant sandwiches, freshly made, boiled eggs, tomatoes, a little bit of salt, and lots of butter on the bread. In fact, I've got to go out and get another loaf now. But I'm just going through that mood. If you are fasting or going through a detox, all your senses are enhanced, and the most simple, basic, fresh foods like that, fresh tomatoes, a little bit of salt, fresh boiled eggs, butter on the bread. See, now it just makes your mouth water. Well, maybe not. But that compared to a greasy load of chicken, which is traditionally what you eat on a Sunday, right, doesn't do it for me at the moment. Because the fat layers your tongue. You're not supposed to be good for you to eat deep, fatty, fried foods or whatever. And you lose, it's like anything in life, you lose the taste. So I said, well, I still love chicken. But if I had the choice, I said, chicken or some freshly made sandwiches with lovely butter and a little bit of salt, which sets the whole edge off. Right? Brilliant. And this is 2 days in a row. Very cheap. 3 boiled eggs, or I've done 4 today, but run out of bread. Love it. But part of my condition is the sort of diabetic aspect of my makeup is like that. I'm meant to have regular intakes of food, not spend hours, without a thing. Don't eat more because it's just small, 5 or 6 snack key-cum meals a day rather than 3 meals a day, which is generally a big breakfast, big midday meal, and then a big evening meal. So 3 times a day is what the average person in the West eats. But I'm well aware how different cultured people have totally different eating habits. How a handful of rice is incredible stuff. I'm saying just get a little handful, you put it in your pan, it'll swell up, it's good to wash it. Makes a lot of difference because it gets rid of all this sludge that you can get rice like that. But you wash it, and so of course all the excess bits and things, and you don't get this sludge, that's what I call it. So it's crisp, nice rice, each rice particle separated. Give it a good wash. You could soak it for 20 minutes, it wouldn't do any harm. And then with these rice cookers you get, it's easy peasy. You put a cup of rice, then you've got a scale along the side of how many cups in equivalent of water. And you learn, well, I've got mine to tea, 1 cup of rice, but 2 cups of water. Little bit of salt, so small it's not true, that again, because my taste buds and that are gone, if I went over just a minute pinch, it would be too much. And the yellow stuff you put in, which again does have a salty taste. So again, I've learnt to really just put a little tickers in, and then you get this beautiful rice. It's basmati as well, need to say, that all the flakes and the grains are separate. It's not just a sludge. And you taste the bears. Oh, I put in a little pinch of cumin seeds, which are very good for the digestion apparently. But just give it a bit of a oomph. And of course it spreads into all the water, so it's soaked into the rice anyway. You do know you've done it. But having said that, I haven't eaten rice for 2 or 3 days, gone off that, you see. And so instead of having eggs and rice, which used to be my staple midday meal, some rice, and like I say, and then slice up boiled eggs, and with the slicer it cuts it up to either slices for sandwiches, or this thing 6 like cubes, brilliant. So it's just about the right size for you to eat with a spoonful of rice, whatever. So that's me right in the here now. So I've just finished that sandwich, and my mouth's watering now. Oh dear. Here, hold on. Now, I don't know how any of you saw yesterday's video. There's not a lot of you there anyway, but yeah. Probably get talked about a bit. I'm a man with my history. I could have actually get section. I can't now. It's too late. No, I was acting out, which I was. It's actually exactly what happened in an agape that I took. And it's very dynamic. Excuse me. That is. Many Christians would probably argue with you if you said, well, Jesus actually did rebuke the devil, but the devil was in St. Peter. Yeah. Yeah. So in a sense, it wasn't the devil, but powers of darkness were trying to use Peter and were using Peter. And you don't need a degree in theology to work that one out. It makes so much understanding now because it has been the male counterparts of the Roman Catholic Church and all the other Christian churches that tag along in a sense with it. You know, the aspect that women can't take up roles in the church. There's some little avenues, but that's it. And how it had to be a man as the Pope. There has actually been a woman Pope. It was a mistake. And it was a woman who was a nun, but again, her character was excellent and she was voted in. But they didn't know that she'd bandaged up her breasts and that she was a woman hiding within a male, well, I suppose you call it monastery. But her good works and her demonstration of being very wise and intelligent, and this could be untrue. I'm just saying it. I don't remember though, you'd have thought there'd been some cautionary or big thing. This is just, you know, you don't take this on its face value or whatever. No, it was, because obviously, and it was in the 13th or something, you know, really early days. But that's a mind-boggling film to watch. Because like I say, you see how she had to hide her femininity and dressed up. It must have been quite a lonely life for her. But she had given up all the comforts of being in a sexual relation, of course. Yep. She was considered a female celibate. So she is safe from all the other men in there. Get it? And needless to say, the women wouldn't have, you know, I mean, the total unheard of to have, well, dare I say it, same-sex relationships. So I'm not judging it, I'm just saying that that would have been certainly the case in the early years of the church, the 13th century. That surely isn't an issue now. What women need to do is what the film Mary Magdalene portrays. Move in your dynamic ministries. Demonstrate that you can do healing as well as any man. It's not you that doeth the work, but you know, you're open to it, you will be. Request ministries of ministries. Because that's all it is. It's like a gearing up you and you're taken more seriously. Because it's the brethren around you that decide whether you've moved in prophecy, healing and thing, and it's the head elder, okay, might be a man, but that will change, who then summarises it, and then you're anointed. You get me? With my experience, you know, so many people were huddling around, which is a common thing, but they knew what to do. They just put their hand on the shoulder of the person in front. Very similar to a Buddhist ceremony I attended. I think I cut court. This is in Thailand, yeah. They had these strings across the roof or across your head, if you follow me, up. You sat down, and then there are these other strings coming down that you can actually hold on to. And they all went also into the middle. And so everybody was linked. You with me? And so you could, again, using technology, see, rather than just one person having their own private experience. See, that's Buddhism for you, right? There was about 30 or 40 of us, all holding on to a string, which we're all connected with, the same ministry for all of us, and then we were all cleansed with water, right? Another way of saying a form of baptism, but how water is used in many different spiritual paths or churches. The Baptists happen to really move into a full submersion baptism. Some churches just do that. Like you could be a group of people coming to have a healing session, and that's the final thing. The holy water spread over you. So you know something has happened. Your aura has been cleansed. You might not have a miraculous healing, but certainly a weight will be literally lifted off your shoulder. And I'm still moving into my water thing. I'm not sure. My personal life has got a bit. I've now got a goddaughter in the Philippines that's got 3 children and a dog. Right? That's a whole family unit. It might eventuate into that. I mean, I am 65, but whatever. But at the moment, I am father. That's what she calls me. And she is my goddaughter. So it must be, the damn thing in the Philippines. That's where she comes from. Obviously, she's affiliated to a church, and they obviously haven't batted an eyelid. Oh, that's good. You found a person to take that role on, because her own father, has legged it, and her mother died in birth. So you can imagine there's a lot of depth of character to that person. And one of the children is deaf. So he's technically disabled and needs 24-hour supervision until he gets old enough. And does need it. I don't think, but that's again, she's my goddaughter, not my wife. What can she do? She's giving him some synthetic drugs, which the doctor has prescribed. Well, I could try and teach her about pyramids and just, chuck anything under the pyramid to help and benefit. And I could send her a pyramid, I suppose. Or, because you can get the best, cheapest ones I've got are lampshades. But are like the Nubian pyramid design, very tall and pointed. And they can stand on your floor in your bedroom or anywhere. And you can take out the middle bit, which is generally where the bulb is held. You get me? So you've got a square, and then you've got a bit coming into the centre where the bulb would go. They can be removed. These are a little hacksaw, so then you've got a complete open space, and you can stash quite a few medicines and things in a little container of water on it, whatever. Or get 2 or 3. You know what I mean? They don't take up a lot of floor space. But that also means that you can't get a lot of stuff under them, things and roundabouts. But to your own cloth, if you like, spend, and if you can afford 30 quid or whatever, that's what you go for. Because they'll last you for life, unless you're really silly and have parties or whatever and rowdy about and whatever. But I mean, if they're just left to be on where they are, that's all the interference they're ever going to have. And then you might lift up the top to get the medicine out. And that's it. $23. I mean, this is actually my second video. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning and did nearly a 2-hour video. But it went through because at first you're told an hour, and then they probably just let you a bit more rope, because I did do quite a lot that are an hour and a half. That became my sort of new, target to aim for before I stopped. But yeah, why I'm sharing this, I am beginning to now feel quite tired. And maybe it's 2 o'clock, I feel like having a nice little nap, which any older people like me do all the, to me it's not. But yeah, just go, I could flop on my bed, so drained because I've been so active and that, probably just drop off and then just wake up, whatever, at 3 o'clock and go, So, I just checked. All men, yeah. I'm surprised at, but there you go. Yeah, men. Yeah, he would be named Harried. I don't think a female devotee would actually take that animal on. Enlighten me. if it is the case. No, it looks like they've got oh, well, that's justified. They've got a common interest, which is cricket. Me not. And I thought, well, I'd be very bored, and it wouldn't, really interest me. So I'd probably have, my pyramid kit, and that has been, well, not consecrated. Well, you could argue that, but it is. But it's been put away out of my harm's way, so I haven't got basic stuff that I use. Yeah, I am, folks. I'm probably a classic case of burnout. That happens after 3 or 4 days of very little sleep. Eventually the body will say, enough's enough, and just literally, struggling to just stay awake. And you can get like that on a bike. It's called burnout. So you're flickering between being conscious to just completely going back. And I've been told that's what I've already been doing, rather irately. You shouldn't park here. This is people to park their cars in, and it's important we have a good slip road if we need to get out to the fire or something. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to have a little nap for maybe 2 hours. Oh, yeah, you probably saw it then. I nearly just... So bye for now, folks. Thanks for coming. It's only 26 minutes.